How's it going, Palmetto's finest gamers and curious onlookers? Today I'm bringing you a breakdown trailer of the recently released Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Map Pack 2 Uprising reveal trailer. Now, for all intents and purposes, I will be only reviewing the zombies aspect of this trailer, as that's what most people in the community are concerned with. So if you guys want to see the entire trailer and what it's all about, I will link that down in the description. But let's get right to the zombies. Now, I've slowed this down so we can take a look at every room and everything there is to offer from this map that we can see from the trailer. So in the first room right here, we can see how there is not necessarily a room, but it's a cell block with a body hanging down with some chains all over the place. Not much here. Now, moving up right along, we can just see how there's different aspects of layers, maybe different layers. Now we can see here how we're just going through the cell blocks once again. Now what's coming up right here is what I want to pause on. So right here, as we can see before the camera fades out, we zoom into the room, we can see how right here next to the door there is what seems to be a table, and I'm guessing that is a buildable bench. So moving right along here, before we move right here, we can pause. We can see a gun right here. I'm guessing this may be the starting room, as that seems the shape of an Olympia or something like that. It seems like maybe the prison locker room and or tool shed, as there's shelves here. So that could be a bookshelf, maybe a tool shelf. But then as soon as we go right here, we can see the map is revealed. Zombies with red eyes instead of blue. So Richtofen may be doing something different right here. Now you can see the San Francisco Bridge. Before I'm going to stop this right here, you can see how the San Francisco Bridge is right here. Check that out. Now, moving right along here, hear this guy talk, just going to skip past this. Now, we can see how there is an introduction trailer right here. Now, the last cinematic we saw was with Call of the Dead, and that was with all of our famous killers right there. So, you can just see how there's a nice little trailer starting up right there, and here it actually is on paper, or screen rather. Now, you see this guy getting attacked and ripped apart by zombies, so I'm guessing that's going to play some sort of critical role in the storyline for this map. But now we can just see a faded out, electrified shot of Alcatraz with all of its barbed wire and zombies, tips and tricks, and all that good stuff. Just another fade out shot right here. Just see, now I'm going to pause right here, as before the lightning flashes, let me rewind just a bit. We can see how there is a gun right down this hallway. Nothing more to see right here other than some unnatural lighting in the cell blocks up here. I'm guessing there's maybe just a light flickering and or a perk machine. So, moving right along right here to see how blood is splattered all over these boxes. Now I'm going to pause right here, as there are two things that I would like to point out. Not to mention there are two brand new characters, but they are holding Tommy guns, as well as this gentleman who we are in first person view right here has blood and or strange markings on his hands. Now you can see that the other guy has sleeves, so that's already one big difference, but this guy's hands aren't as messed up as whoever we are looking at right now. So I'm moving right along here, just Tommy guns, which is a really nice addition. Seems kind of like PPSH, it's of that era. So moving right along here, hearing this guy yab again. Now we can see our four new characters right here. Now they seem like some classical Alcatraz folk, you know, maybe an Italian guy right here and some other American gangsters. Another body hanging right there. brand some more. Now we can see there's zombies emerging from the cells and rubble all over the place. Now this guy looks like he's cranking up an LSAT right here. It seems like our first fellow right here, as he does have that blood on his hands and he has no sleeves. Now, I'm going to stop right here, as we can see in the background, not only is this guy firing an LSAT, but we can also see a zombie that is on fire in an unnatural fashion. Now, this may be a new incendiary device, and or it may be the boss warden guy that we're about to see here in a second, and he may be a new boss or boss round. Now, moving right along here, hearing this guy talk once again, we can see what seems like, I want to say Uzi and or AK-74U, but it seems more along the lines of an Uzi for me. But it may be an MP7. It just looks awkward in the trailer. But we can see this guy has a sweet stash. Now, we've already seen this area from the start of the trailer. This was the area where the Mob of the Dead was showcased. And I'm actually remembering back that this is not called the San Francisco Bridge. It's actually called the Golden Gate Bridge. My bad. But this is the spawn area where we do see the Golden Gate in the background. And we also do see where the spawning gun is right here. And there's a little gap in the wall. Maybe we can climb through that. Maybe we can't. Now, moving right along here, we can see this guy is lighting him up. This guy close up, FNFAL, new character with a nice little hat on. Now, Executioner, new guy, firing like there is no tomorrow. And that is actually it, fellas. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown trailer. Now, if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more breakdown footage if another trailer, which I doubt will come out. But this map pack will drop on April 16th. Now, I will be releasing footage as soon as it does in fact come out. Now, this breakdown may have seemed a bit robust as I watched the trailer once and I slowed this down, so I wasn't exactly sure where everything was. But I hope you guys enjoyed the footage, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys soon.